How to maximize your earnings. These are the best services for notaries that you can offer that you're probably not offering yet. I'll give you a couple of them. Some you may know of, some you may not, but these are different tactics, different ways, and different type of niches that you can do to maximize your earnings as a notary. So I just want to jump into it first. One thing that I talk about a lot, and I think you guys should definitely take advantage of, is, of course, the NHS, which is a notary hybrid system. You can watch another video on that. But what really came to my mind is the whole referral ordeal. Me teaching you guys how to get referrals and how much having referrals can add to your business. You guys need to watch that other video. So I'm just going to put that as like a little bonus right here. Your referrals is definitely going to be the thing that helps you out with that. Anyways, watch that video. It'll help you out. Anyways, moving on to the other things. If you're not already offering loan signing services, that is like the easiest gateway to like start making money. So you have your loan signing. This is just a matter of, honestly, you can do this by yourself, and it's always best to market by yourself. But if you really want to get your leg in the door and start getting some loan signing clients, what you really need to do is sign up with these signing services. You need to sign up with these different signing services because once you sign up with enough, they're going to allow you to make business from them just sending you business. Although you might not get as much as you want. Ooh, my back needs to stretch out a little bit. Although you might not get as much business as you want from them, or money from them as you want, you will start having money come in from these signing services. Sign up for as many as you can so they can start paying you out. And what you'll start to get is some loan signings. You need to learn how to do loan signings. You need to master how to do loan signings because these will maximize your earnings because loan signings pay out like a pretty penny. And it's one of the things that you can find so much information on. Everybody's always talking about notarizations, loan signings. So next you have your online notarizations. This one is, you're not going to get paid a lot from these online notarizations because things that are cheaper and easier to do, you usually have to pay less for those services, but the volume you can do a lot of. So loan signing, let's say you charge 150 with your online notarization, you might charge 10, 25, but your ability to do multiple within a allotted amount of time allows you to surpass the current amount that you're making from other niches. So for example, you might be able to knock out like 5 to 10 online notarizations at $25 a pop. You see what I'm saying? That's like $250. Rather than in 1 hour, it's going to take you to do a loan signing, or 3 hours or 30 minutes, it's going to take you to do a loan signing. And then you got to make it to the next location. Online notarizations, like I said, you're not going to get paid a lot, but you can do it from the comfort of your own home. And it's a need-based business, a need-based service that allows you to knock things out for cheaper amounts and be able to provide that service at a cheap cost for people, which will make sure that you can get all like the grassroots customers, the ones that don't have that much money. That's grassroots. It's another way I'll call it. Next, obviously is your mobile notary services, but it's more specifically than your mobile notary services is the add-ons. Because obviously we know that you can charge for online notary services, but what people don't tend to remember is everything has an add-on. Oh my gosh, I'm just spelling that. I'm just butchering this. My pen was tripping. Anyways, is the add-on that you could add for your online notary service. So is it for your mobile notary service. So when people think about it, they're like, yeah, I can charge more because I can go to the location, not knowing that once you add different like a la carte services or like special things that people might need, this is another way to slowly jack that price up, offer more value, but also get more out of it. So like that's printing, for example. You could ask if they need something printed. That's going to be extra $10 for you. Or you can ask if they need something mailed out. If they need something mailed out for you, that's another thing. If they need to get like a power of attorney because they don't have one, you can refer them to somebody else and you can get referrals that way. But then when you offer that to them, you can also pay for offering them certain documents. But I would stick to like printing and mailing out. Those are like quick, easy wins. Or providing a witness. So a lot of people don't have witnesses sometimes. If you provide a witness, you could charge $20 to $50, $20 to $75 a pop per witness. These are all the different ways that you can maximize your earnings just from doing the same thing that you're already doing. And that's one thing that you want to do as a business owner. You don't want to always offer a whole bunch of things. You just want to maximize off of the things um that you're already doing and just adding more vertical, adding more ways to make money from the same thing that you're doing. You don't want to do something completely different sometimes. Next is like business document notarization. So I'll just call biz doc notarization. For businesses, usually when it comes to like taxes and everything like that, you can charge more to businesses, especially if it's like corporate or if it's like bigger companies, or like if you're doing it for a school or something like that. Their documents usually come in bulk, so you can maximize your notarizations and the amount that you make by focusing and choosing to work with like corporate clients and business services like that, business documents like that. That can help you out a lot. And then also your medical documents and things within the healthcare field are always going to be needed. That's something that's always going to be needed. The power of attorneys. So usually at these medical places, they're going to need a mobile notary because sometimes they don't want to go on their phone and upload documents, especially if they're elderly people. And since sometimes they just want somebody to come to the location. But when you come to the location, you can offer those notarizations through their power of attorneys, their living revocable trusts, their wills, their estate planning in general. All of that you're able to do just by providing service to these two places, the medical fields and the healthcare field. There's a lot of money to be made in them. And I usually get a lot of calls from hospitals. If you keep hospitals on your radar and you keep those type of businesses on your radar, you'll always be good. And then, like I say, like this is one I'm always going to bring up because I started off doing a lot of estate planning services, but they go hand in hand. When you charge these estate planning services to like healthcare businesses, or even individuals that are in affluent areas, basically what I'm trying to say in a nice way is rich people. When you offer services to rich people, you can charge more. Rich tax. Unfortunately, there is a rich tax. But you can offer services to rich people and solve rich people problems and get paid rich people money. Just like that. So that's the way you can maximize your service, and you can charge pretty pennies, especially when you're doing estate planning, and especially when you're doing things like expedited as well. So I'll add that in there too. So expedited services kind of can fall underneath here. With your expedited services, you're basically saying like, hey, I can get to you in under an hour. If I get to you in under an hour, it's going to cost this amount. So that's another way to maximize your income by doing the same thing that you would be doing, but for free. You're just putting a name to it and making sense of it. And then next you have your I-9 verification. I did these every now and then. I didn't have too many of them. But these are things that employers need to verify their employees' legal work status. So I guess with like the construction companies, you could do this with, and any other type of place where they're hiring a lot and they are fair that they might be having like immigrants and stuff like that. I know usually it's construction, but you can find a whole bunch of businesses. But offering those I-9 services, they're really easy to do, and you just need to knock that out. And then another one that I like to talk about that people try to stray away from is like prison and jail notarizations. Jail and prison. A lot of people are very hesitant on doing these jail notarizations just because, I guess, safety issue, if you want to call that. They're just scared of that. So if you do that, because a lot of people are turning them down, you can charge a little bit more when you're doing those type of things. Sometimes they need those legal forms processed. If you can do that, if you can knock those out the way, you will be good to go. Just go in there, knock out the documents. Don't be scared, because usually there's a whole bunch of security and stuff like that. But yeah, and I'm just writing off the next one to you. And then next up, you have your apostilles. Apostilles get paid very handsomely because a lot of people don't want to do that extra work to like mail off documents and stuff like that. So if you do the apostilles, you can also use the referrals, like I was talking about above here. If you use the referrals, let me draw a line to referrals and apostilles. You can do apostilles for people, and then they can send you their estate plan, or vice versa. So apostilles is a big way to maximize your profits and your earnings. And you're probably not offering that service yet because you're lazy, like other notary, and you don't want to figure out how to do it. But if you do that, you'll be in the clear. You'll be able to notarize documents and be able to do what you need to do. And then last but not least is wedding officiants. Just conducting like the weddings and notarizing documents and doing that whole authentication process, if you're the type of person that loves love, you might want to look into that because you can charge for that too. Like, with weddings and any other wedding type of services, everything at a wedding is more expensive. So you can charge a little bit more because that comes with the whole wedding territory. So for example, like a photographer for a photo shoot in a day might be $300, but that same photographer doing a wedding is $5,000, and they're doing the same thing, they're snapping pictures. You know what I'm saying? Because when it comes to weddings, people are willing to spend more. It kind of comes with it. You know that you're going to spend more. So those are the ways that you can like maximize your earnings as a notary, and those are the best services. There's more in here. I can talk to you guys about that on some one-on-ones, but these are some great services that you can start out with. And you should definitely do that. You should definitely be looking to them. Start off with one or two, master it, move on to the next if your business is at that point. But anyways, if you want to have help doing this, go ahead and jump into the comments below. Let me know. There's also a book call link. Go ahead and book a call with me in the description. I'll help you get to 2 to 5K plus in your notary business. And yeah, let's just chop it up. Let me see where you're at. But if you need some free tools, because money is a little bit tight right now, go ahead and jump into the description below. I do have some free notary resources that you can download that'll help you get started, bringing some money in, and then you can move on and upgrade to that mobile notary mastery package, which is a mobile notary mastery. It's just a bundle, but it has a lot of things that you could use, like a phone script that you could use to close clients. It converts really well. I use it to this day, still been using it for years. And then there's also an email template that you can send out to different businesses to get business, and also a list of 300 plus signing services. So that way you can have business coming in from these signing services. But anyways, sign up, and then those signing services will send you out business on the back end too. But anyways, try these tools out. At least use one of the tools. If you don't do anything else, you need to at least do the free notary bundle. Like there's a free notary kit down there. I'm making it easy for you guys as much as possible. I don't know what to do. Download that, read those stuff, and get the ball rolling. Anyways, make sure to like, comment if you like the video, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. And peace, love. See you guys in the next video. Your boy Knowledge is out.